This one?
Yeah. Well, just initially, how do you assess that?
Yeah, obviously disappointing, the result. India came hard at us with the bat, and I thought it was probably just above par, the score that they got. It was a good batting wicket, and we were able to slow them down there a little bit towards the end, which was a good effort, but unfortunately with the bat we just never really got going. Probably didn't get off to that flyer in the power play, which is really important, and then just kept losing wickets throughout. So yeah, plenty for us to think about heading into the semi-finals.
Just on Healy, do you have an update on her? What was the actual?
She's just got a mild concussion, so obviously we'll treat that carefully and monitor that over the next few days. But yeah, hopefully she's all right for us come semi-finals time.
Is she in doubt for the semi-final? Like, do you know?
I've got no idea. I haven't spoken to the doctor or anything like that. We're obviously, just worried for her welfare. But yeah, she's just got a mild concussion. So yeah, hopefully she comes up, and we're hoping she does.
And was she up and about and still sitting around and everything? Like, how was she?
Yeah, she was down on the bench there towards the end of the batting innings. She wanted to bat, but we were just playing that smart. So yeah, hopefully she's good to go.
And how much of an effect did that have, like, on you, her not batting, and like Villani, how did you decide that she was going to open, and how did that all play out? Yeah,
well, we do have about, I think, 7 or 8 openers in our team, so that sort of didn't bother us too much. I guess we've got people who've done that role before. She's been in great form, so it was a loss, I guess, but we've got to be able to adapt to situations like that. I don't think it had an impact on how we played. We were able to adjust to that, but we just weren't able to get going with the bat, unfortunately.
Yeah, what do you think went wrong with the bat there? It just seemed like Schmidty and Harmanpreet were able to score really freely, but it didn't seem like any of the Aussie batters really had were able to score as freely out there.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I think we found the field a lot. We probably had too many dot balls, and then we were playing big shots, which led to wickets. So India showed that it was a really good batting wicket if you played good cricket shots, and we just never got going. The power play, we didn't really get off to that flyer, and then myself, I kept hitting the ball to the fielder and then played a big shot and got out, and I think that happened a fair bit throughout the innings. And when you're chasing 170, you need to be scoring off as many balls as you can and building those big partnerships, which we weren't able to do.
What did you make of that total from India? Did you think it was chaseable?
Yeah, we did. We thought 160, 165 was about par. So, we thought we were going to be chasing 200 at one point. So we were pleased to bring them back. So, we know that we're going to have to chase totals like that if we want to win this World Cup. So it was a challenge for us, and we weren't up to it today. But I think there's a lot that we can learn from it. We've got the power there to do it, but we just need to be a little bit more crafty with how we go about it and make sure that we're building those big partnerships and not letting those wickets fall too often.
You seem surprisingly upbeat. What was the message to the players after?
Just that it's a good opportunity to learn and see what we need to do moving forward. We know that we've got the team here to win, but we need to put it out in the park and perform under pressure. And India put us under pressure today, and I thought the bowlers did a reasonable job in keeping them to that score. But as I said, if we're going to win this World Cup, we're going to have to chase a score around that. So we're definitely going to have to learn from this, which our group has done really well over the last year or so. So I'm very confident that we'll bounce back.
Is it as a bowling unit to plan when you have a player like Madana playing the way she did today?
Yeah, look, we planned a fair bit for India. Obviously, they've got some dangerous players, and Mandana played extremely well today, as did Kaur. So we had some plans coming in, but as always, you've got to adjust as you go along to the conditions. It was very windy out there today, so you sort of had to adjust to that as well. But she's an excellent player, and when she gets going, definitely very difficult to stop.
As you go into the semi-final, any concern against the spin?
Heading into the semi?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. We've faced a lot of spin over the last few months with Pakistan. They had a lot of spinners, and here as well. So we feel like our plans are good heading in. I think more so today it was our execution. I think we put pressure on ourselves by hitting the fielders a lot, and then we sort of forced ourselves into playing big shots. Whereas I think if we can keep the scoreboard ticking a little bit more, we can be a little bit more composed with our big shots that we do play.
I know it's hard to compare formats, but looking at the bowling performance today compared to that semi in Derby last year, you spoke a lot about resilience after that and being able to adapt. Do you think the bowling group did adapt better today than back then?
Yeah, I think we did. We were staying relatively calm out there, knowing that India were going to come hard at us and they would have the momentum at some point, and I thought we were able to hold them back pretty well. And as I said, I think that was probably just above par. Because it was a very good wicket. So we've definitely made some good strides in that area. We can always keep improving. It's hard when you're under pressure from the opposition in this format to try and stay cool and calm. But I thought we did that relatively well. But we're going to have to do that heading into the semis as well.
And what was the thinking behind Volemic coming in for Wareham today?
Yeah, we just thought a little bit of pace up front would be more effective. I thought she bowled pretty well. We didn't get the rewards there with the wicket, but she's an exciting prospect, and she's been keeping us on our toes in the net, so we thought we'd unleash her today. And she's a wicket taker for us, and that's what we brought her here for, so we saw it as a good opportunity to get her out there. And it didn't come off today, but I think it was a good selection.
And did you get a good glimpse of her catch?
Yeah, I was at cover. She does have go-go gadget arms, very hypermobile. She used all of that to get that. But yeah, it was an incredible catch and an important one as well. So we've been working a lot on our fielding, especially catching over here. So it's nice to see that come off.
Before Alyssa got injured, any concerns with the wicket keeping? There were a number of wides, a number of extras conceded.
I didn't really notice them too much. I was probably concentrating on other things. But in T20 cricket, you probably want to limit the extras as much as you can. I'm not sure what the stats were on that, but it's something we sort of pride ourselves on as a bowling unit, is trying to limit those. So in big games, you don't want to give too many extra balls for batters to hit. So something that we can improve on as well.
And you played India 6 months ago. What difference do you see in the side you played then and the side you played today?
Yeah, look, they've brought in a few different players that we didn't play against in March, and they're playing with a lot of confidence, and they come out and take the game on straight away, and we expected that. That wasn't anything we didn't think would happen, but they've got world-class players, Kaur, Mandana. When they get going, it's very hard to stop. So it's exciting for the game. It was exciting to be involved in the game today, but we're looking forward to improving, and hopefully we can get the job done in the semis.
What's the process for the team after this? Do you spend a lot of time analysing a loss like this, or do you just try and put it behind you and look ahead at that semi-final?
We'll review it as we do every game. We've got the same process in place. We like to keep it the same, whether it is a win or a loss. I think that's really important. We'll look at what we need to improve on, absolutely, because it's important that we do learn from the game today. But I think there's still some positives to come out of it, and we've been playing some good cricket along the way. So we'll need to tidy up a few things, but the group's confident, and hopefully we can learn from the game today and make sure we're improving for the semi.
Question to the captain. You yourself, as leader of this team, you've been one of the most prolific run getters in the 50 overs and T20 for Australia. You've come back from injury. How is your fitness? We haven't seen you really explode and take on the opposition and be your natural self we've seen over the years.
I'm good to go. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm disappointed to not have scored as many runs as I would have liked in this tournament, especially in sort of the big games. Look, I feel like I'm hitting the ball well. I felt like I was hitting the ball well out there today. I just hit the fielder a few too many times. So T20 cricket, I guess that's the way it goes. But look, I have been disappointed with how I've been going personally, and we'll definitely need to step it up for the semi. We need all our senior players playing well, and definitely looking to do that.
The conditions here in Guyana, is it too hot for your team? I mean, I don't even know.
No, it's not too hot.
It's good enough?
No, it's beautiful. We've enjoyed it. We spent 3 weeks in Malaysia before we came here, and it was hot there, and it's hot in the Australian summer as well. So the conditions haven't played a part in anything that we've been involved in. We've loved it. We've enjoyed our time here in Guyana, and looking forward to heading back to Antigua.
The way the tournament is heading, it would seem as if Australia probably might play West Indies in the semi-final. Your thoughts?
If we play West Indies?
Yes.
Look, I watched the game the other night, and they've got a very dynamic team, both with bat and ball, and are very dangerous. So if we do come up against them, it'll be another good challenge for our group, and an exciting game. So there's no easy games from now on. Whoever we do play will be very challenging, and we know we're going to have to play well to win.
Elise Perry was the only one who really got going today. What do you think she did differently to the top order?
I think she scored off a lot of balls that she faced. She hit the ball hard into the gap and got a lot of twos. And the key, I guess, is to not get too boundary focused and trying to do that every ball. And I thought she did that really well. Picked her spots, picked her bowlers to go after, and was really composed about it. So look, she's been waiting for her bat for a little while, and I thought she did well today. So I think there's a bit we can learn from how she went about her innings, because she looked very calm, but at the same time was really being smart with how she went about it. Thank you.
Chemi, congrats on a good performance. Your assessment of the game, especially the bowling. Your assessment of the game?
Firstly, thank you. I think we bowled really well. We stuck to our plans, what we had decided, and I think so. More than sticking to the plans, the execution was really amazing by the bowlers, and the fielding also proved it. So I think it was a really good one today.
Were you surprised by the approach of the Australian batters? It was very different from what, say, the New Zealand batters used against the Indian bowlers.
Not exactly surprised, because we knew if we would stick to our plan, we were confident on our plan. We knew if we would stick to our plan, then we could have gone forward with it. But I think they did.
A lot of the talk was about how Harmanpreet had played a big innings against Australia last year. Was that innings ever discussed in the dressing room? Was the World Cup ever discussed in the dressing room?
Yes, definitely it was discussed during our team meetings. It's always good to remember the good stuff we've done, and like it plays an impact and it motivates each other. So we have spoken about that, and I think so today also Harry and Smriti, the partnership they had, I think if Harry would have stayed some more time, I think we would have remembered a bit of the same one. But I think it was good.
And the catching was a lot better today. What sort of work has gone in between these two games?
Since the match, we had not done such good fielding. We worked more on fielding. Like Sir himself was hitting it, and we got used. We took more catches, in fact, and we got used to the weather conditions. So I think so that played an impact.
When you play the semi-finals, you might have to play under lights. Has any sort of work gone into that?
Yeah, we've been practicing under lights also. Like whenever we get an opportunity, I'm sure once we go back to Antigua, we'll get according to the match situation like that. We'll get like that practice timing, so that will definitely help us, and we'll put in our best efforts.
How important is this victory today in terms of lifting the confidence ahead of the semi-final?
I think it's important because not just because it's Australia, but for ourselves and our team, because we've got the momentum. So Sir was like, we need to continue that momentum, keep doing the things, don't focus mainly on the results. So I think so it plays a huge impact in our team, and I think so we'll look forward to it, but not get carried away by it, and try to do even better in the semi-finals.
The bowling has been spot on. Some of the batters coming through as well, and your fielding has been exceptional. You think you have ticked all the boxes heading into the semi-final?
Not all the boxes, because there's always scope for improvement. But I think yes, we did pretty well. I think so. Like from the first match till today, I think we all have seen a lot of improvement in our bowling and in our fielding. Our teammates, everybody, the coaches, the support staff, everybody's putting in a lot of efforts. We're working really hard, and it's paying off. So we'll just try and get better. But
A thought on Srimati's innings at the top of the order. Any message to her up front, or you just allow her to play the way she did?
No, I don't tell anything. I just allowed her to play the way she did.
As one of the youngest member of the Indian team, this is maybe a challenge for you, batting at the number 3 position. What's your mindset going out there, especially at this big tournament?
I think I don't focus on the big tournament or anything like that. I just watch the ball and play according to my game, because I love playing cricket and I enjoy it. That's what I don't bother about my age or big tournament. I just watch the ball, I love hitting the ball, and that's what I do.
And the pitches, how would you compare this pitch to the ones that you have played maybe in India, this pitch?
I think so. It's pretty similar to Indian wickets, because there are some grounds in India which have a pretty low bounce. But I think so the wicket was good. If we play positive and we play our natural game, I think so we'll be able to score on any wicket, not just this wicket. So I feel it was a pretty good wicket.
Yeah, I want to wish your team all success in the semi-finals.
Thank you so much.
And the finals.
You had a good knock, but a lot of the runs have come from the senior players. What are the younger lot learning by looking at Harmanpreet and Smriti?
I think the way they take the responsibility and stand up to the challenge, that's what we are learning, because it's a big tournament, lot of expectations for them, but I think so the way they're handling the expectations and taking up the responsibility and standing up to that occasion is really amazing, and we'll be looking forward to seeing more of them and learning a lot and making most of this experience.
How much of a boost was it having all of those Indian supporters in the stands today?
It's always a boost for us, like when people support you, like it's a different kind of motivation you get from the inside. You want to do even better, because these people have come from a long distance and they're cheering for you, so it pumps us up and helps us get more better.
What was the first big tournament under a new coach? What were the coach's messages coming into the tournament, especially coming into this game?
I think the coach has played a really big impact in our team, especially he didn't do much technical, but it was more of a change in mindset. He told us always to dominate, whether we're batting, bowling or fielding, and play positive. That's how you'll defeat anybody. But we need to just focus on our strengths, what we can do better, and go ahead with that.
So how would you compare the culture of this team compared to the team you came into?
I think it's just a change in mindset that has worked for each one of us, and it's really helping us. So I think just Ramesh has played an impact by changing our mindset. So that has really helped us, and I think so we'll carry on with that same mindset.
Going into the semi-finals, not been in the semi-finals for a couple of tournaments, how important is how focused is the team in winning the semi-final and really getting to the first finals for a while?
Yes, it's a big game. We're really looking forward to it, and our team is doing pretty well. We take it one match at a time. We focus on the semi-finals, and then we'll focus on the finals. So I think our team is doing really well. We need to keep getting better. We cannot be satisfied with today's victory, because there are many areas we can still improve. We have done pretty well today, but I believe that there's always scope for improvement. So our team has done really well. We hope that we continue the same momentum and even win the World Cup.